and we see a seashell. Okay? 1, 2, 3. And we're going to turn this way and do the same thing. And each time we're doing this, we are, we're doing this whole fan shape or the seashell. See that? And all you're going to see when you're done are the little petals on the outside edge. Okay? Alright, so now the next thing we do is we come in here and we're going to take and do 2 little lines so that you can see where the center of this rose is going to be. And on these 2 lines, we're going to take 1 line and go up and over the rainbow, right to there. I didn't turn the brush. And then we're going to come right in after this on the same 2 lines, and we're going to stroke and make a U. Alright, so can you see the center of the flower yet? Yes? No? Yes. 1, 2, 3. And then this helps you decide, that line helps you decide where the second row is going to go. Right here. 1, 2, 3.
Shelley, now 23, please. Shelley, 23.
And we're going to come right here. All the way around. Okay? Now, we're going to come in here. Each time we're getting fresh paint. Did you notice that? Now, I can re-stroke this if I messed up that stroke and we're not happy. And then we're going to come right in here. Let's do that again. That's the beauty of 1 stroke. If you're not happy, you can touch it, lean, stroke right over it. Stroke over. Okay? All right, now we're going to put 3, we need to have our triangle design. I'm going to come over here and do a half of one. Just go over that again. See how the blending and shading happens? Just by the pressure that we put on the brush. So I'm picking up paint, I'm flattening it out. Coming right there, and I'm putting wet on wet, but it only looks good wet on wet because I'm picking up fresh paint each time, okay? So if we come in here and we put a bud in here, whichever direction you face the bud is which direction that flower is going to face, okay? So then we're going to come in here again. Let me do that over because I want it to really pop in there. See that? And then I'm coming right in here. This is going to be a half of a rose, so it doesn't have to be completely finished. I might put just a couple of strokes across there, and then I'm going to paint a leaf on top of that, okay? Then up here, let's do a design of a triangle here. So right here, we're going to go right here and do a little rosebud. Let's do another one. Now see, it doesn't matter which direction it heads, it's got those lines across there to give you the illusion of 1, 2, up and over. Now watch what happens here when we go from the same line to the same line. You complete that circle, same line, over, just a little bit bigger, and then maybe a part of one. And then when we put our leaves, you see like the buds opening up. Alright? So I might just wipe this brush, go right back in. I'm going to try another green right here. So we're going to come in here and work in the green and the white.
Frame shot line 3, frame shot line 3, please.
Okay, a little bit of medium because I'm on paper. And I'm going to come right in here and do a leaf. So look, if I'm wiggling that leaf, it's the same shell as I just did in the rose. So how hard is that? We're learning the same shell. Alright, and then we stop and slide to the tip. See the pink in the brush? Look how pretty it makes that leaf. Alright, so it's right there. Isn't that fun? Now I have 7 children, so sitting at the table trying to keep my sanity to create this technique was really fun, because when I thought, I looked at pictures and I went, I know how they did that. And then I found out that that wasn't how they were doing it. That's my way of doing it. So I'm going to come right in here and I'm going to stroke right on top of this rose. the partial leaf, right in here. See right there? And we pull a stem in ever so carefully. Aren't those colors pretty when you pick up a little bit of each color? Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I'm going to grab each bud kind of and pull it back so I see where I'm headed. Now I don't like making my small leaves with this big brush, so we're going to switch brushes. Alright, and I just messed up my pretty leaf above me. I have to put a little flower there. Alright, so we're going to come in here. Oops. Alright. Work it in, so I switched to a different size brush. And I'm going to come right here on each one of these, and I'm not going to paint calyx. I'm going to come in here and just do a few one-stroke leaves. Alright? Now, look at these leaves. We can go along our stem, for the leaves. Then we're going to quickly come back, see my little finger, and we're going to pull stems into each one of those real delicately. And so I don't switch another brush, I do it all with the same brush. So let me show you a leaf that people like, and they can't believe that you don't lift your brush. Now watch this. We're going to go push, turn, lift, and drag our stem right back through. So we made the leaf, the stem, and the vein inside without even lifting the brush, okay? So now watch this one. We're going to wiggle. Alright. We're going to come back in on this side and stroke over this. See, the dark is on the same side and the light is on the same side each time. Push, turn, lift, drag it back through. Or push, wiggle, lift, and drag it back through. So the same thing happens just that quick, but it's how you tilt the brush, okay? So we're going to come here and add a little stem there, a little leaf there, okay? And so you didn't have to do any difficult stroke. It's the same little stroke. And it's like a slider stroke, I call it. But look, I'm putting green in here, but look how pretty it is if I just come in with some pink here and there, like a cluster of little pink leaves. Isn't that kind of fun? Yes, no?
Yes, Donna.
That might be one of my students. I'll wear it.
That's the way I look. It doesn't matter. I'll wear it.
So doesn't that pink, that looks kind of fun, just adding that in there. And look, if you have a dirty brush and you just add the greens and the pinks. All right, but I also like to take and come out from my bouquet with this floating medium instead of water, you know, so I don't go into water. I push and I lift, touch and lift, touch and lift. Now, what I love to do is this new extreme glitter. It comes in big bottles. We're going to take that extreme glitter, and when we're through, this is an intense micro glitter. So when you're all done, it gives this beautiful look to your painting.